Hey, 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 this is Kurt the Boat Doctor down here at Marina. This boat today. So we got the Duckworth, the Marina, and the Hughes craft. Beautiful boat. You got rocket launchers, you got your anchor light up there. You got the flip down adjust, which is kind of neat. You just go like this, pop it up. It's a hard top. I like that. It's a 20-foot nav. It's kind of like that little 18-footer. I think this is a little wider though, maybe. I'll have to look at the dimensions. But anyway, you got a fish box here. Up in there is your water. You can turn that and close it if you like, and you get a drain plug here, and that goes straight out the back. Right here you got a ski pylon. I got that sitting up front. I'll show you. Here's an inspection cap. You want to make sure, but don't over tighten these, and this needs a really good clean job. You got a 9.9 high threads kicker. You got a 150, probably 17 pitch, C-Star hydraulic. These are all saltwater protected. They got internal zincs on every cylinder on the block, zinc on the lower bracket, 2 coats of clear, 2 coats of primer, special paint, stainless prop shaft, drive shaft, both of them. You got your freshwater flushes right there. You unscrew that, you put your garden hose on the turn-in part, like you see there. Turn the water on. Do not start the motors if you just use those only. I'll show you the rest of that when I get out. They put these here a lot of times for the wash down hose, but that's right over there with the switch. So now at least you can get down semi to the battery if you had to. And you close that baby up. This is where they put the pump sometimes. That's your aerator. Live well, lockable, storage, and I like these boxes a lot better than just vinyl wrapped ones. You know, these are a lot more durable. There's your primer bulbs. There's your live well pump. There's right over here is your wash down pump, and you got a seacog valve if you get a leak. That's what that's for. And these are made over in Clarkston and Lewiston, where it gets a little chilly. So that little valve or cap right there. So if you want to winterize this, you could hook up and put antifreeze in that line and run it on through. Because you'd be closing that valve, of course, down there. And then you just pump it in there, and it'd go through your pump, run your pump, and it'll suck it all through the system. Then over here's your batteries, dual. And then you got, oh, look at these guys here. You got my keys? Thank you, sir. Lanyard. All right. One of the top sales guru right there. Bubba. Anyway, we got, you betcha. And you got your net holders, rod holders. And here's, you got storage right there. Oh my goodness. Oh, look at that. Would you look at that? Map holders. Here's your ski pylon. This makes into a bed. Here's your centerpiece, storage. What do you call these things? Grab handles? Anyway, got a light, red light, map light, white light, fish box base, you've seen them before. Storage, USB ports when they're blue. Most of them have this, that means they're working. If nothing comes on, I'd check them. That means probably they don't work. Grab handles here. I like the hard top, and the partial hard tops are that new 18 there. The way they designed that's a soft top, but you don't have to undo the snaps. Port wiper, starboard wiper, horn, nav lights. I'll check that when I get out there. Bilge pump, accessory. You got the command link gauges. You got your speed and fuel management. You got your tack. This should have the VTS troll mode, sliding windows. One nice thing with a hardtop, you don't have to worry about canvas, and you can tow it down the highway. I'm going to turn that off, come back in here, make sure I put the keys in. Let's go outside and check this boat out. And I don't know if this is sold or if this is internal, but these are really nice holes. They're like and I could be wrong. I'll see what this one is just to see. I think it's a 14 by 28 or 29. Yeah, I was right. 14, 23, 28. So they kind of, now they're getting realistic. So you got a 14 in the rear, you got 20 3 right under the driver's seat, and then 28 is the bow rise. Some of the boats, they would say, hey, we got a 38-degree hole, or 18-degree hole, or with a 35-degree something or other. But anyway, the 35 was the tip of the bow. You can't count that. They don't ride in the water, hopefully. Anyway, you got a reverse chine hole on this. That's dynamite. Got the flanges on the side that keeps that water spray from coming up and V-spraying up on the top of your motor. T99, that's got a Yamaha 25 gear case. Here's where you put your flushers. Put your flushers on, turn the water on, then start it. This one you don't want to run full force, but this one you want to turn your water on as hard as you can. You got your oil drain right here. Water. Your trim, you got one for the kicker. This here is for when you raise it here, you can drop that down. What I do is go like this, just neat there. When it first drops, then just tap it. Don't push that, or you can bust these out and they don't cover those if you push that really hard. And bring that on down a short distance. I'll leave it like this. If not, you can get one of them ram savers that goes on this side. Don't ever put it on this side because you got this ground wire and this dirt. So if you put that big old ram saver right there, you can bust that dirt and break this ground wire. A little tip to the news, sometime maybe if you hooked up something yourself, VHF, maybe got it hot, arced it out for a second. If you get partially, this coating gets hot and goes off, nothing really to worry about. Even if all this comes off, it got hot, and you still got a ground wire there, you're probably going to be okay too. I've even seen those burn. Sometimes people hook it across, you know, positive, negative, and it just fries them instantly to protect the motor. Anyway, these got built-in rev limiters on both of these. So say you had water in the system or it was getting hot, the first thing you're going to notice there's going to be a blinking light on the gauge. Then if you don't hear that, a buzzer's going to go off, which maybe you can't hear that. Then it's going to go into an RPM reduction mode, and that means it won't go above 2200. So they're pretty safe. You know, sometimes you don't even need the tax. I mean, it gives you a warning system. Grab handle 2023, made in the US. So if it's going to Canada, they need to have that US stamped on them. You got a double flip, and make sure that son of a gun is in there, because if you just take this one here and just fold that baby down, what's going to happen, this thing's going to, if this ain't in there, this thing's, when you step on, it's going to fold back and you are going to hit your head on the ground and it ain't going to feel so hot. Okay, you got welded on rails, downrigger welded pads, gear bath oil hub, ground good, white bad, 5 lugs, good tires, radials, and just word of the wise, you really don't need radials on a boat trailer, but people run them. They ain't gonna ride, you're not riding in the boat down the highway. And then you got bunks, you got 2x6 with slicks. Oh, good Fulton jack, you know. Been forgetting to mention that, but these don't rust on you. They're kind of out of a cast or pewter type. 2-speed, you can pull this out, like, you know, out here, and that gives you ultra low. So if you were down here, needed to crank it up on a steep hill, you can just go, but if it's on this mode, you got really reef on it, swing tongue. Make sure that pin's in there. Even though if that pin's out, that pin going all the way through time could work up, and all of a sudden your boat's going way over here and you're going that way. 2-inch ball with the peekapoo. You got your safety pin there, your trailer brake safety there, 7 round cables. If the cables get split, first change them, because then that means the inside of the cables are starting to rust. Tongue jack, large portholes, gas fill, gas vent, LED lights, window stop. Oh, my bad. Did I call that a window stop? No. You ever hear of them bottle rockets, Roman candles? Anyway, these are meant for like the 4th of July, go USA. All right? You take that off, you put your bottle rocket in here and you ignite it and you shut that window real quick and it goes, you know, it's a cool little thing, you know. Anyway, you got a horn, shallow deck, you want that. You don't want a real deep floor in one of these, because if you did take water, which is kind of hard in these, but you could, it's going to hit here and just bounce out 10-to-1, and what doesn't bounce out is just going to go out them large ports. So I like that shallower deck better. You got a toe kick rail, which is right here, and then you got a reverse chine right here. So what these reverses is, the water's going to hit up and it's going to hit this and it's going to shoot it down, and then if it did bypass that, it's going to hit here and shoot it down. And you got chine guides, Teflon, that way you don't have the 2x6 bunks rubbing on the side of the boat, scratching it. You do have a few rock chips. Good keel strip. You can see that going all the way to the front, so that really beefs it up. That's welded on after the boat's made. Just gives it added strength. Top mount, so you're going to need about 23 inches from the ground to the top of your ball, because when you top mount the couplers, it's about 23 inches roughly. You want to tow them as straight as you can, and it does need a good clean job. So this is the Boat Doctor, and I am, oh, even got a radar pad. Anyway, I'm out. Boat Doctor, 20-foot navigator sport. Hey, hey, hey.